That might help if I actually unmute the thing. Hi guys, how was everybody on Sunday? I'm not wearing a shirt and tie tonight because sometimes I just don't want to, and that's okay, right? So, where are you guys? Oh, there you go. Hi, Francis. Hi, Veronica. Emma, how you going? Now, before I go on, I posted just a minute ago our incredible paranormal event that's coming up next weekend. Just let me clean my glasses, go and see you guys. I'm so blind, it's not funny. I'm looking like, and all I can see is like Emma. It looks like, God, I can't even read it. There you go. All right, so we have our incredible paranormal event coming up next week. We still have tickets available through that. You can book through Eventbrite. But it's probably worth you either living near the place or actually booking accommodation. Because it is going to be at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning finish. I did not. There you go. So yeah, that's going to be amazing, and Francis is going to put on some supper for us, which is going to be awesome. What else did I have to tell you guys? Oh, that's right. So same as last week's banter. If you guys want to jump the queue and have a reading, it is $10. And my account details are running across the screen now, okay? But I'm only going to be taking up to 10 readings because I want everybody to have the availability to have a chance at a reading as well. So tonight I will only take up to 10 bookings, and then the rest, will be by chance where spirit's guided. So I just want to make sure that everybody has a chance to get a reading if they want one. Okay, guys. So just if you've just jumped on now, please share. And yeah, if you do want to book a reading, jump the queue. As I said earlier on, it's $10 and counts across the screen. Otherwise, just stay online and we'll see where we go with that. So anyway, how has everybody's week been? Just reading some of your a crazy week. Where are you from? Where's everyone from? I know where some of you are from, but yeah. Hi Rochelle, how are you going? Beck Freemans, how are you? Sunday night. My Disney vest on tonight. Hi Sophie. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's do some readings. Yeah, I know. Look, Francis, I was reading some of the stuff that's going on in Sydney, and in all fairness, it's nothing that we didn't go through in Melbourne, okay, quite extensively. So, all I'm seeing, and correct me if I'm wrong, but all I'm seeing implemented is what we as Melburnians went through every single time that we got put in lockdown. Other states, they weren't as oh God, look at my hair. Other states, they weren't as strict. But this time they've really come down on them. And look, I do feel for the people because we've been there, but the government should have done this right from the word go. Like, they really should have done this right from the word go. We've been in lockdown in Melbourne for, as Emma's saying, for nearly a year. And all of those things. We had curfews. We had to be, not allowed out after 9 p.m. One person going to the shops only, 2 hours walking, had to have a mask on. It was horrible. And Melbourne's been through that so many times. And, the rest of the country and the rest of the world is only now going through what we went through first. So, I do send my love and support out there, but I also have to say too that, what, we've been there, we've done that, and we survived it, and they will too, which is really cool. So I'm gonna open up tonight's show and ask everybody, do you have any questions about mediumship or spirituality, or anything you want to know about spiritualism or any healing modalities, anything like that? Let's ask some questions. If I don't know it, I will definitely try and source somebody to answer that for you. So, and while we're doing that, I'm going to use these cards tonight, I think. I have to show you my new cup. So, as you guys know, it was my birthday a little while ago, but I only had my party last night. This is my new mug. Love it. So, I love anything that's so cool. Hey, Jules. How are you? How did you pull up after last night? I can't see your comments. Hi, Melanie. I've got a nut. I might have a nut, guys. Good morning, Melanie. It's good evening for us, so I'm assuming you're on the other side of the planet. I had a birthday party last night, and the theme was Disney. It was so funny. It was so funny. Beck went as Maleficent. Carol, who's just on now, she went as like Mickey Mouse. I went as Woody from Toy Story, like only because that was the only fat outfit I fitted in. Seriously, if I could have rocked off the Queen of Hearts, I would have smashed that out. But Ellen went as the Queen of Hearts, and rightly so. So tonight, oh, you're in Canada. 5:15 a.m. Oh my goodness. Melanie, I would be asleep by now. So tonight I'm going to read with these cards. Inner Soul Guidance Oracles. Now, if you want to go to Google Goodreads, I've left a review of these cards, okay? And you can actually go and read my review. Google Goodreads, and it's the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle, okay? These cards are absolutely stunning through Animal Dreaming Publishing. And I think they're actually my favorite at the moment. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. The energy is beautiful, and I really love them. So I'm going to be reading with these tonight. And, or I should be saying, I'm going to be dropping these tonight. But look how pretty they are. You can get these through, you know, really nice cards. So I am going to be, is anybody got any questions? Something that I'm actually I'm gonna put the cards down for a minute, but I am gonna read for you guys. I promise. Okay, I do read for you each and every week. Yeah, Emma, they are beautiful. They're actually all embossed, all differently though, all gilded differently. So everyone is, you know, is got it. They're just stunning. Hi, Brian. How are you? Have you been working? Hi, Sugar Mama. You missed a fun party. When we will see. And when you come and visit me. Okay, so I'm going to be asking some questions, or answers and questions. And I am also going to be doing some mediumship readings as well. But if you do want to jump the queue, there's my account running across. It's $10, and I'll read for you. Jump in the queue. So the $10 will assure that you actually get a reading from me tonight. And I've done that. I've put that in place because some people legitimately do want a reading, and they do want guidance. They may not be able to afford the full reading that I charge, but just a little bit of guidance. And it just sort of like, I guess that people, you know, it just allows everybody the chance and everybody the opportunity that if they do need some guidance, then I'm here to serve you, if that makes sense. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm here to serve spirit. So there. But I do want to talk about something, guys, that's really, really important. So I'm going to put my death doula hat on tonight. And I just want to talk about mending bridges, okay? Because mending bridges is really important. And, you know, conflict is a really big separator in our lives. And, you know, there are so many people that, you know, don't make amends with people before they pass over. And the grief is so much worse for that. Okay. Now, look, I know, I understand that for some people, it's not a choice. It's not their choice that they can't make amends because it's instigated from another person or another source. But one thing that I do want to talk about, and one thing that I do want to stress for you guys, is that it's really important that you try your best to make amends before your loved ones pass into spirit, because not only does it eat you up inside, that grief, it also sort of leaves unfinished business, if that makes sense. And there's nothing worse when there are things that you wish you could have said or should have said, and suddenly you find out that person has passed over. And so I just wanted to say to you, to everyone that's listening, if you have things that need to be sorted out, if you have grief with somebody, if there's conflict with somebody, if you haven't reached out or contacted somebody in a long time, please do it. There's no time like the present, and it's really important that you make peace, because life's hard as it is. You don't need conflict in your life. You don't need to go your entire life being angry at somebody. You don't need your entire life, blaming people for things that may not be theirs. You just need to understand that we're all doing our best in this life, this journey, and sometimes our ego gets involved and our emotions get involved, and I guess in one way or another the shit kind of hits the fan. And it's really important that we just understand that life is about lessons, and everybody that is in our life has taught us a lesson. And so we need to give thanks for that. We need to embrace the lessons that we've learned, whether they've been easier lessons or harder lessons. We need to embrace those lessons and just say, hey guys, thanks. And then just don't let people go over with words unsaid. If you love somebody, tell them. If you're upset at somebody, there are ways to say it. You don't have to yell and scream at people. You can deliver the messages without the emotion behind it, if that makes sense. So I just needed to put that across to you tonight, just a little seed of thought that I hope you'll all consider throughout the week. And so if you do have loved ones that are not well, or just somebody that you haven't spoken about, I have a belief system that if you think about somebody, just message them, whether it's a phone call, a text message, an SMS, an email, whatever it is. Just reach out to that person and say, hey, how you going? And it just, you don't have to be in their pocket every single day, every single month, or even a year, but just occasionally, if you're thinking about them, drop them a line and let them know that, they're actually being thought of, because that message might just save somebody from some hardship. Oh, God, I'm tongue-tied tonight. That message might actually just, allow somebody to get through their day. So I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to talk about a Justin. So, I need to talk about Justin because I've been given the name Justin, okay? What I'm actually seeing, weird enough, it's like a green kind of vest. It's like a green knitted vest. So I don't know if anybody has a gentleman in spirit that would have had a green knitted, like, cardigan vest type of thing. And I'm being given the name Justin as well. So can anybody place this gentleman? He would be around about 86 years of age. And he has quite a long face, and his hair is thinning, but it's neat and tidy, and sort of like over on the side, not quite a quiff, but it would be something along those lines. Cheryl, I'm not taking it through PayPal, just a direct bank transfer to the account that's running across. Hey Shelly Ann, how you going? Hi Wendy. Hi Doodoo. How you feeling tonight? So can anybody place this guy? So I've got the name Justin, okay, really clearly he came through as well. And look, the gentleman that I have got, I don't feel his name is Justin, but he's wanting to talk about a Justin, okay? Now, the gentleman that I do have, he is quite tall. I see him sitting down though, so I know he's a bit wobbly on his legs. And he's actually got like a green kind of knitted cardigan on. It's like a dark green color. Hey Jennifer, how are you going? Can anybody place this gentleman? And he's also showing me that he'd like to work in the garden, because he's got his gardening gloves. He's showing me that, which is really cool. And he's pointing to his throat, and what I'm actually seeing is he's trying to get words out, but he can't actually get them all the way out. So there may have been a little bit of misunderstanding in trying to communicate with this beautiful soul. But I know that there's a link with Justin, either on in spirit or over. But I have to talk about Justin, and the age I got was around about 86 as well. Can anybody place him? Look at you guys all rocking on now. Can anyone place him? And I also have been given the name Irene. Okay, Irene. Really unusual names that are coming with this read, but that's okay. Everybody has a name, right? So the names I've been given is Irene and Justin. Okay, I got the number 86 as a reference there, and a green knitted, like a cardigan thing. Okay, can anyone place this gentleman? I know that somebody here has. They may not be on yet, so I'll keep him there for a minute, and I'll keep repeating because I know that somebody will come on. And yeah, look, Emma, I don't see the Irene as being passed. I do see her as being present. Okay, and can you also place the Justin, unless it's Justine? But this gentleman that I've got here is somebody's father or grandfather. Or father and grandfather is what he's correcting me on. And he does have a walking stick. He's sitting down, so I know he's a little bit wobbly on his legs, okay? And he's telling me there's pain in one knee, okay? There's pain in a knee. And also, too, I'm seeing him, and the way that he's presenting himself is that there's a little bit of dissociation going on. So I'm not quite sure whether he has an Alzheimer's or there's been some type of cognitive problem from a stroke. But Emma, can you place any of that? But you can place the Irene. That's okay. Anyone else? Can anybody else place that? He loves gardening because he's showing me gardening gloves. Okay, and he's also showing me that he used to love to sit on the bench and just reflect. Your dad's sister is Irene. Okay. And she's still living. That makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. And there's no Justin or Justine Emma there at all? Your dad's sister. And okay, Emma, would it make sense that your grandmother, your dad's mum, is in spirit? Would that make sense for you as well? Hey, everybody, if you're just joining, I'm trying to place a spirit. Go because I'm doing readings. I will be pulling shortly. I'm just waiting to place some information. Emma, okay. Emma, because I've just heard that mum's with me. Okay, mum's with me. So the spirit that I've got, the beautiful gentleman that I've got, I know that he is connected, but I've also got him bringing forward your dad's mum. Emma, okay, and dad's mum's coming in. She's not a big lady. She's only sort of like a shortish lady. And I'm hearing her being called, like, I know you've got your granny and your grandma and those type of things, but she's talking about a nickname, okay, a name or her name being changed or shortened or something along lines that. She's like, because there's another name for Nana. I always want to say Nonna in it, which is really bizarre, but that's what I'm actually hearing, if that makes sense. Look, she's a beautiful soul, but what I'm actually feeling is a lot of frustration with her, and because in a lot of ways she was ready to go, but there was also a suddenness in her passing as well. Would that make sense? Can you place that, please? she was quite young when she went. Okay. But would it make sense that it was unexpected? Yeah, really, it was quite fast. Hey, Robert, checking in from Cheltenham Spiritualist Church. How you going? They're all watching me shuffle cards. Hi, Lena. How are you going? Can anybody else place this beautiful woman? I do see that she's a grandmother. Would the name Grace mean anything to you as well, Emma? Does that make sense? Come on, guys. Work with me. Okay. Tara, I've just got your payment coming through. Oh, Cheryl, you've paid as well? All right. Not that you... Hey, San Diego. How you going? Kathleen, I will be doing some readings throughout, so just bear with me because I do have a spirit at the moment. I don't want to hang too much on this one, okay, Emma, but I do feel like there's a grandmother that's coming forward, okay? I do see a suddenness to her passing, and the lady's very mature, okay? The lady is very mature, and she's talking about Irene growing up before she had to. Does that make sense for you? So it's almost like I have to step into bigger shoes. So a childhood kind of grown up. You know, a lot of people that have lost their parents have to grow up quite fast, if that makes sense. And so, you know, they have to step into bigger shoes and I suppose, you know, take on more an individual role, if that makes sense. Oh my goodness, she raised her brothers when grandma went. Bless her heart. So she is talking about that, this beautiful lady. Okay. And she's just talking about some notebooks or something like that she's showing me. So I have to talk about, she's telling me to talk about the diaries or the notebooks, or something, you know, something. Wow, she's the only girl of 4. Okay. And would it make sense there's diaries or sorry, I'm seeing writings in books. And so I don't know whether she was a journaler or there was writings or something like that, but she's showing me handwriting in a book. Okay. And she's making sense of that. Now she's bringing me to your Auntie Irene. Okay. And she's what she's wanting to say is, the way that she's saying is to zip it up, if that makes sense. So it's almost like, you know, how can I show it to you? Let me just see. Sometimes you just have to hold your tongue, okay? And if you could pass this message on to your auntie, sometimes you see things and you hear things, and it's best not to speak about things. And the way that your grandmother is coming forward is she's just, you know, making me aware to pass on the message that your auntie must be hearing something or seeing something and is trying to process it in her mind and with her energy and connection. And she's just saying to her, like, sometimes you just need to turn around and just ignore what's actually going on because it's the best for you. Now, I know that there's also a lot of pressure that's coming with your auntie at the moment. And your grandmother is just saying, you know, you've been through worse. And, you know, this is just another stepping stone. So can you pass that message on to her and just let her know that your grandmother's come forward tonight. And she's come forward on the back of that beautiful other spirit, and she's just watching your auntie go through some things at the moment, and she's just saying, just, you know, hold your tongue, zip it up, basically, as well. Now, I also have to place there too something heart related as well, okay, or an autopsy. Okay, so the scar that I'm actually seeing is my sign for either an autopsy or a heart injury. Okay, so I don't know whether you can place that, but she's showing me that as well. But I'm going to leave that there because it's been a bit of a long-winded one, which happens sometimes. But I just want to send some love out to you. If you can pass that message on to Auntie Eileen, that would be amazing. But I also too just have to put out there for anyone that's listening. I did have a gentleman here. I had the name Justin or Justine coming through with the gentleman. I got the number 86, very clear with him, and a green knitted cardigan or jumper, if that makes sense. So if anybody can pass that, let me know. Okay. Now, where do I have to go? Tara, are you on? Tara, are you there? Emma, can you get back to me if you can place that information? Because I do feel that it's quite important, if that makes sense. All messages from Spirit are important. Hi, Tara. Okay, now you paid your $10, is that right? Okay, so Tara, I'm going to jump in. Transition is the word that I'm hearing. I'm going to pull a card for you as well. And the card I've got is broom. Okay, it's this beautiful card. It's a broom. See the heart? All of these cards have a lovely heart in them and all these rainbow colors. They're absolutely stunning. Okay, so this one is talking about clearing out the clutter. Okay, make way to receive your blessings. And one of the things that we forget about, one of the things that we should all do from time to time, is clear out the things that we no longer need. And this can be clear out our clothing from our wardrobe that we no longer need. It can be, you know, clear out our energy, disconnect from people we no longer feel we're connected to and that are dragging us down. And this is the message from Spirit that I'm actually being guided to give you. I do see you stepping up, okay? They're showing me a step that you're actually stepping up. And when that type of thing happens and your energy vibration lifts up, what happens is that people do get left behind. And I just want to say to you that, you know, you don't need to hold any grief about that, okay? Because people are in our lives and a part of our journey for that particular time. And it's very, very rare that a person will be with us our entire life, okay? We have friends that come and go. We have associates come and go. We have partners and lovers that come and go. You know, kids can come and go. You know, it's very rarely that somebody will walk the path next to us side by side from the moment we're born to the moment that we pass. And so, you know, there's no grief in that. We just acknowledge, hey, thank you so much for joining me. And on we go on our journey. And so I am being prompted to tell you that, you know, your journey is going to be pushed forward very shortly. You are going to be over that obstacle that you've been trying to get over for the last 6 months, and you will be moving forward. Now, I do see a string attached, okay? So I don't know who's trying to sort of like pull you back, but Spirit's just letting me know that it's okay to let that go and to move forward, okay? So I'm really being told, push her forward, and put you on your journey that you need to be on, okay? So can you place that, Tara? That would be awesome. And I'm also being given the number 4, okay? The number 4. And I do see this, I see big changes within the 4-month period. Now, I don't like jumping ahead too far, because you know, I just want to you know, just sit in the moment and acknowledge the moments. And I've got a beautiful lady in spirit that's wanting to send a flower across. It happens to be a red rose, so it's coming from love. It's coming from a lady, and she's just, you know, she's just saying I love you and good luck. That's the message that's coming forward. So I'm going to leave that there. And Tara, I hope that makes sense for you. Okay, Cheryl, where are you at? Okay, guys, if you're on tonight, don't forget to share because I will be doing some free readings. Okay, Tara, does that make sense, honey? Hey, Cheryl. Okay, let me pull a card for you. Now, don't forget, guys, I'm only taking 10 private readings tonight, and then the rest is going out to the general public, okay? So at the moment, I've got 4, okay? So there's 6 readings available left. Kathleen, if you see there's across my screen is the bank account details. That makes sense. Awesome. All right, let's have a look, Cheryl. Cheryl, as I'm jumping into your energy, honey, what I heard like really, really loudly was up and down. Okay, and so I can see water. Okay, I'm working clairvoyantly at the moment, and I can see up and down, emotions up and down. So this week has been a very emotional week for you. That makes sense. Hi, Oti. How are you? What's happening? Hi, Jess. Okay, let's have a look here. Yes. Yeah. Like, seriously, I'm seeing these waves like smashing against you, Cheryl. And I just want to say to you, hold fast, okay? Hold fast, because it will actually pass over. Now, I've got these beautiful Inner Soul Oracle cards that I'm working with tonight. I love them, full of rainbows. Oh, look at this, Cheryl. So fitting for you. It's the door card, okay? Behind the door is the unknown and unexpected. Surrender to what is coming. Now, whenever I see, well, wrong side, try that one. Whenever I see a door or a door card, what I want to say to you is what's behind it. What are you scared of that's actually sitting behind this door? Most of the time, the answer is fear. We fear what we can't see. We fear the unknown. And the only thing to fear is fear itself, okay? So, Cheryl, I know that there's a door presenting itself. I know that you're kind of like crapping yourself a bit. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to get through this? But I want to say to you, just push through it, okay? It's only your inner voice that's telling you, I can't, I won't, I don't. It's all that negative stuff that's rising up as you step forward. Now, I am seeing pen to paper as well, Cheryl. So I know that there's a contract or something that's coming up to be signed. They're showing me that. But I just want to say to you, don't let your fear, okay? Just as there's positive ego, there's negative ego as well, okay? And sometimes it's our negative ego that holds us back. And I just want to, I just want to say to you, don't hold yourself back. Don't let fear hold you back, because there's great things coming, okay? And I know that the foundations are being laid, okay? So, just hold on to that as well. As I spoke to you the other day, I know that there's a shop place coming, a shop front coming for you. And I also know that it's in conjunction with somebody else. But Cheryl, what I want to say to you is hold the strings as the business owner, okay? Hold the strings as a business owner. Don't get into business with somebody per se. It's all right to have somebody working for you, but I would advise you from spirit, this is their words, hold the strings yourself. Okay, hold the strings yourself. So I'm going to leave that there, and I look forward to that journey unfolding. Remember, when the door presents, don't be scared of it. See it as an exciting opportunity. It's like Willy Wonka's factory. Just open it. You don't know what's in there, but you know it's going to be a great journey nonetheless. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you, and I hope that I can't wait to see that unfold. Hi, Kathleen. All right, who else have I got? Let me just see here. All right. I'm just going to pull a card. All right, so I've got Rebecca coming up next, but I just want to just quickly draw a card for somebody else, and just so to make it fair, what it means is when you pay $10, I'm definitely going to read for you, okay? But I also want to read for everybody else that's coming in too, because I think it's really important that we share. Because why? Sharing is caring, and my mouse is upside down. Right, let's have a look here. Where am I going? Oh, hi, Lena. How you going? Okay, Lena. It's just so funny since we had a Disney party last night. Your card just quickly is let it go. Okay, let it go. And what I'm seeing is release the past to the universe and allow inner peace to replace it. Okay, now the way that this is presenting, it's like a cauldron, right? It's bubbling up all that love and all that joy and stuff like that. And so you have to like put into your cauldron what you want to get out of it, okay? Because it's simmering, right? It's simmering away. And so now's the time to cook up all this beautiful love, beautiful joy, and all these sort of things. But you have to let stuff go as well. You've got to let all this baggage go. Imagine, like, this is how I I so have an itchy nose. I'm so sorry. But imagine going through life and everything you did, you wrote a note down on a piece of paper and then shoved it in your backpack. Can you imagine like getting to 45, 46, something like that? You've got this whopping backpack full of notes that you'll never use again, but you've kept the notes just in case. Why do you need those notes? You don't need to. You know how to walk, you know how to talk, you know how to play, you know how to enjoy yourself. You don't need those notes. So let it go because it's just weighing you down. Okay. I see rainbows around you. And one of the things that I was writing about the other day is just the power of the rainbow, and just how, you know, it stems from, you know, the single refraction of light through a water droplet, and you know it separates into all these beautiful colors, but then at the end of the day it just comes back from source, which is that light. And humanity is very much the same. We're all like colors of the rainbow that really are refracted and brought back to source, if that makes sense. So we are the rainbow essentially, and I am being guided to talk about that with you, Lena. So somehow the rainbow is important to you, but I just have to say to you, let go and just enjoy the ride, because it's going to be a good one. I'm also being told to just quickly jump on there, and Spirit's talking about magnesium for you. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not medically, I'm not nothing like that. But I am being guided to talk about magnesium helping out your aches and pains. So I'm just going to pass that across. You know, if you want to go and see a medical expert, go for it. But Spirit's just saying your aches and pains, magnesium. So I'm going to pass that across. All right, Beck, let's get to you now. What's going on here? I can't find pay link, sent stars. What? I don't know what that is. Hi, Jennifer. Kathleen, the link's going across the screen. Jump the queue. Does that make sense? All right, let's go. Where am I at? Beck. Where are you? Why haven't I got it on here? Okay. All right, Beck. I don't know where you are now, but I'm hoping you're there somewhere. Oh, there you are. Hey, Spirit's telling me to tell you to dance. Okay, dance, 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 dance. All right, and it's not like dance with ants in your pants. It's actually like free your feet up. Okay, what they're showing me is that you're too grounded, and it's almost like you got your feet stuck in concrete, or OT, be nice. Okay. Well, you've distracted me. Hang on, let me get back to it. What I'm actually seeing is concrete on your feet, if that makes sense. And it's almost like you're too grounded, and Spirit's just saying, tell her to dance, tell her to dance. So it's about freeing up your feet, putting some spring back into your energy, and just enjoying life a little bit freer, if that makes sense. What they're actually showing me is so funny is that, like, Strictly Ballroom scene, and it's, you know, that I always find that movie totally ridiculous. You know, even though they're like normal, it's just like a bunch of drag queens. But anyway, that's my opinion, and I just want to say to you, you know, it's time to allow your energy to run through your body again. Okay, you have blocked it for a long time from the heart up, if that makes sense. So it's like the energy comes in through you and then you block it, and for some reason it just doesn't come down through a lower chakra points. And so Spirit's just saying, open your heart space and allow that energy to come all the way down to your feet, and then, you know, crack open that concrete that's held you standing for so long. There's new opportunities coming, and there's also a hand that's going to reach out to actually pull you through, if that makes sense. I know it's a little bit cryptic, but a helping hand is on its way, and Spirit's just wanting you to know that, you know, it's time to start moving again. It's almost like you've been frozen in some deep freeze for a little while, and now it's time to, you know, warm up the veins and warm up that blood and get it flowing again, if that makes sense. So that's a message from Spirit. I hope it makes sense to you, but that's what I've been asked to pass across today. So there you go. There you go. All right, let's have a look here. Where are we up to now? OT. All right, I'm going to read for you, Ratbag. Okay, let's have a look here. Emma, you're up after OT, okay? Well, I dropped it, but I dropped it on the bench. Does that make sense? Hi, Lisa. How you going? All right, let's have a look here. OT. Okay, OT. Footsteps. Okay, aren't they cute? They're so cute. Actions have consequences. Be conscious of the imprints you leave behind. That's so funny when you've just jumped on somebody for sending stars. Okay. And I think this is really important for all of us, actually, not just OT, but for all of us, you know, that our actions, including our words as well, because, you know, words are actions, verbal actions. You know, you have to be aware sometimes how you speak to people. Okay. And this is a really big lesson that I've been going through recently as well, because for a long time I haven't had a filter, and it kind of like goes into my thought process and misses the whole editing process, and it comes out my mouth and it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe I actually said that. And I think, OT, you're very much the same. You know, you think with your heart and you forget to filter it. So whatever you think just comes out with the very best of intentions, of course. But Spirit's just reminding you here that, you know, sometimes what we say can have consequences with other people. And, you know, it's a reminder that we never, ever know what's going on in somebody else's life. And so, look, OT, I think I'm having a bit of a chuckle at you, because I know that you kind of like expected it. Look at that, see, you kind of expected it. But you know, use it as a lesson. Use it as a learning tool to advance your soul and to grow a little bit. Okay, we all have choices in life, and you know, sometimes our own ego gets in the way, sometimes our own emotions get in the way, and you know, sometimes we don't say the right things or the appropriate things. Doesn't mean they're the wrong things. It just means that sometimes we just need to have a little bit of empathy for what other people are going through, and you know, and just, you know, just remember that people always try their best. So there you go, OT. That's a reminder. Hi, Jace. How you going? What happened to you last night, mate? You just nicked off, and I'm like, where are they? So I figured you might have just frozen to death or something. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, Emma, where are you at? Let's have a look here. Guys, let's get these numbers, these viewing numbers up. Let's drag them up, okay? I don't know where they're at. We're usually up around the 40 mark. We've only got 20. So either half of you are sleeping, half of you are like dead from watching the tennis, or half of you are just too interested in the Conor McGregor fight, or half of you just want to see the UK kick butt tonight. So there you go. Kathleen, it's across the screen, okay? Hang on. Wait a minute. Let me have a look here. Where am I at? I don't know what I just did then. You'll be a great student nurse, OT. All right, let me just go here. Emma. Keeps cutting you off, or you keep cutting yourself off. I don't know. Have you tried rebooting your computer or what you're watching? Don't know. All right, let's go. Let's wrap this energy up, guys. Thanks, Emma. I was trying to grab it. Okay, where am I at? Emma. Rings. Okay, here it is. Rings. Okay. Rings are always about commitment to me. There's a time of coming together, protection, and promises. Okay. Now, Emma, I want to place this with you. Okay. Not you and anybody else, with just you. And I want to say to you, well, the messages that I'm getting from Spirit. Are you ballroom dancing? No way. What I actually want to say to you is that you need to commit to yourself. Okay, you need to commit to yourself, because at the end of the day, you're the only one that's letting yourself down. Okay, you can't blame it on other people. You can't hold expectation from others, because that's just going to breed disappointment. And you know, what you have to do is just become reliant on yourself, self-reliant, essentially. And you know, if you don't put the work in, then you're not going to reap the rewards, essentially. And this is what Spirit's guiding me to say to you: commit to yourself. Okay, you know, make a commitment to yourself to do your best for you. Okay, be the best version of yourself that you possibly can. That's what I'm being guided to tell you, or to talk to you. But funny enough, Spirit's asking me to pull another card alongside that. So just bear with me. I'm going to pull another card that goes with this one, if that makes sense. Okay. So the card I've got is Mountain. Okay. So I've got the commitment to self, and I've also got this Mountain. You're a tower of strength. Push forward. Use wisdom, determination to help reach your desired outcome. Okay. Now that's almost like a confirmation of what I've just told you. Okay. I always see a mountain as an obstacle. All right. But you know, Spirit's just wanting you to realize that you are stronger than you realize. Okay, use your wisdom, use your life journey to you know, to spur you forward. It's almost like a trampoline. Jump on it, get in it. Use your skills that you've already learned to project yourself forward. Okay, you will reach your desired outcome. I was watching Ash Barty last night, and I come across this little photo of her as a young girl, and then I found another photo of her holding the Wimbledon trophy. And it just reminded me of something that I tell you all the time: focus, believe, achieve. If you want it and you focus on it and you truly believe it, then nothing's impossible and you can achieve it. Here's this little girl dreaming of Wimbledon. Here she is as an adult, and she's actually winning it. So guys, it's never ever too late to fulfill your dreams. Okay, if you want it, go after it, chase it, and you will be able to achieve it. It's never too late. You know, life's a journey. Don't give excuses like I'm too old, or I can't do it, or I don't have money, or I've got no support. There's always a way. If you want it, then go for it. Okay, if you want it, then go for it. That's the message there, and I hope that makes sense. Kathleen, you're cracking me up. Makes sense. All right. So, does anybody have any questions not related to readings? I've still got some here. I've got one more paid one that I'll take tonight. There you go. Jason's talking about it. Bang! Fulfill those dreams. You know, go for it. Knock it out. Oh, Jace, you know what I bought today? I have to show you. So, some of the guys actually, yeah, I'm answering questions. Some of the guys got together and gave me a gift voucher yesterday, and I bought these incredible. Look at these. These are garnet. How beautiful are they? I love them. Look at that. I saw yours last night, Jason. I thought, oh, it's been a while since I wore mala beads, and I just love the fit. I love garnet. Does anybody have a favorite crystal? Does anyone have a favorite crystal? They are so yummy. I just love garnet. Absolutely gorgeous. And my psychologist was telling me the other day, you need something to actually ground you back and to keep you focused, because I'm such a fidget bum. And, you know, if there's something shiny going on over there, I'll be like looking at it. It doesn't, like, a fly will fart and will distract me. So funny. And so she said, get some essential oils and, you know, get something to ground you a little bit. And something that I've really been working on with my mentor, and something that I've been really working on myself is mindfulness. Okay, and just how important mindfulness is. And so I've been doing so much meditation lately, and you know, I feel really amazing. Probably the best I've felt in a long time. And you know, I'm concentrating on my breathing. My anxiety's down a little bit, well, compared to what it was. And I just bought well, hey Akira. So what I actually bought was frankincense and lemon oil. So yummy, like absolutely stunning. Frankincense is one of my most favorite oils, and I love frankincense and myrrh together. Okay, all that's missing is baby Jesus, but you know, I love frankincense, which is really nice. So I just wanted to say that, guys. You know, mindfulness is really, really important, and I'm just sort of like learning about it. Tanzanite, what's that? Oh, your favorite crystal. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, it's so nice, Jules. Like, um, I just said, I just went in there and said, I need something to keep me grounded and focused. And she goes, you got to try this. And look, I'm a trained, what do you call it? See, I can't even think of the word, aromatherapist from way back, but I have forgotten a lot of the essential oils, you know, apart from the top note ones. But yeah, they're really beautiful. And that with the garnet, so cool. Love it. Thank you, Dudu. I love you. Nice combination. Azurite. Yeah, Azurite's amazing. Is it Janai? Is that how you pronounce your name? I went to the museum. Far out, man, I'm tongue tied tonight. I went to the Melbourne Museum a couple of weeks ago with Beck, and I happened to look at the crystals from the Melbourne Museum collection, and they had the most beautiful gem quality piece of azurite in there. Some of their crystals are incredible. Some I've seen better pieces of, but some of them are really incredible, and their piece of azurite is beautiful. My favorite crystal, apart from quartz, my favorite crystal in the world is actually rhodochrosite. It is absolutely stunning. And if there's a piece of rhodochrosite around anywhere, I need that. It's just my favorite stone is, you know, just the qualities of it, but the look of it, the feel of it, the energy of it. And yeah, it's always been my favorite. So if anybody ever sees it or has a look at it, go and have a look, okay? Because it's absolutely beautiful. Kathleen, I don't know what you're doing wrong. Okay. Amethyst is her favorite. Oh, that's beautiful. Kathleen, if you scroll, I don't know whether you can scroll up, but somebody put up the link earlier. Jace, you have rhodochrosite? I don't know where my piece of rhodochrosite is. Ala will pick up rocks. Oh, that's so cute. Anyway, so have a think about that. And let me know what your favorite crystals are. But I'm going to go to Jess now and quickly do a reading. Okay. You got a rhodochrosite bracelet. Oh, thanks, Jess. Yeah, there's no link, Kathleen. It's just a bank transfer. So if you actually have a look, running across the screen at the moment under my name, there's a BSB and account number, okay? A BSB and an account number, and you just need to do a transfer. It cooks you. Feel free to hand it over, Jace, anytime. I was actually thinking about you earlier on. I need to get up there and have coffee and spend some time with you and drop that chair off. When I can find my keys to my van. Funny, yeah. Anyway, Jess, are you there? Okay. Oh, you're off to bed. I know. I was only looking at that as well. So if anybody of you are up near Mackay, I'm heading back to Mackay for some platform. And I'm also heading up to Kira, where's the other place? Early Beach. Early Beach. That's where I'm going. Early Beach and Mackay. I've got a couple of shows coming up there. And I've also got a show on the Gold Coast. And one in Sydney coming up. I can't wait for that. Well, let's hope that there's no COVID by then. Yeah, have an amazing show up there with a couple of friends, and we will announce that. I'll do the artwork for that shortly. But right now, I'm going to get to Jess. See you there, Jess. Hi, there you are. Okay, Jace, let's organize a time for us to do that. Spend some time, and it was so nice to see you guys there. I know. I think this show's going to be bigger, Kira. It's going to be awesome. So if anybody's around the Mackay, rock on in. Right. Where am I got? Jess. Oh, look, the Judgment Hammer. Okay. Okay. You do not know the paths others have walked. What's your motives? No judgment required. Oh, okay. OT, are you listening to this one as well? Because I think this is a reaffirmation of things for tonight as well. Is just to remember that you never know what somebody else is going through. Okay, you do not know the past of others. You do not know the past that they've walked. Watch the motives, and no judgment is required. Okay, each and every one of us walk through our life, and we have our own stuff going on. Sometimes that stuff is things that we can share with people, and sometimes it's internal things that are very private, very deep, and things that we need to work out ourselves. Okay, and Jess, I know that this is where you are at the moment. Okay, and I just want to say to you, if somebody comes across you and are sort of like pushing your buttons, just remember to, just hold back a little bit on the frustration and anger response, because they don't know what you're going through. And it may not be something that you want to share with people, but unless they know, they may not understand. Does that make sense? So it's almost like, sometimes you just have to step back and protect yourself a little bit. Just put yourself in the burrow and just allow yourself that grounding space until you can actually, I guess, digest what you're actually going through. And on the other flip side is, they may be going through their own things as well, and you're a mirror for them also. So say, for instance, you're going through conflict in your life at the moment, and somebody else is going through conflict. You're mirroring each other. Okay, and so what you see in them is what they see in you, and it can sort of like cause a bit of fire energy going on. It's like two sticks rubbing together. You're going to get that fire reaction. And so the card is just reminding you just to be a little bit passive and just always remember that sometimes people respond because they don't know what you're going through, and you can't expect them to when you're not willing to share those deep dark thoughts. So sometimes people are just trying to do their best, and sometimes you're just trying to do your best, and it's about give and take. Life is about balancing out, and sometimes the scales tip this way and sometimes the scales tips that way, but at the end of the day, we can only try and meet in the middle, if that makes sense. So I hope that you can get that message from Spirit, and that you can actually sort of like take that on and apply it in your life, and get to know get to place it where it needs to be placing. Yes, also what I'm being asked to pass across to you is that next Wednesday, Kathleen, I finally got that. Okay. So what I'm actually being asked to say to you is that next Wednesday it's going to be okay. So I don't know what's going on Wednesday for you, but Spirit's just saying next Wednesday everything's going to be okay. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. All right, let's have a look. Now, Kathleen, you've just paid. Okay, so I can see that coming through. And let's just pull this. If you're on for the first time tonight, welcome. Let me know where you're from. Guys, don't forget to share and like the page. We are trying to do things a little bit differently, so just bear with us, okay? Because we're trying to cater for everybody at the moment, all right? And, I know that for some people, finances is a struggling thing at the present time, which is why I've got the Banter available. But we've also started the $10 fee as well, because some people do want that time and they do want that reading and they're willing to pay for it. All right, Jess, just hold on to it, okay? Because I promise it will make sense, okay? Just hold on, and I know that you definitely will place that information, whatever the Wednesday is, something about a Wednesday, and I'm just being asked to pass that across to you. I only sit in the middle, so whatever they say is what I'm saying as well. Okay, Jess, I'm also being asked to draw the love heart for you. Okay, I'm also asked to draw the love heart. Funny that the love heart's on the back of these cards, but I'm being asked to draw that love heart, so I know that there's love being sent to you. Okay, and there's a beautiful loving energy near and around you as well. Okay, and the light flickering, I know you can place that as well. That's just Spirit letting you know that you're not alone on this journey. Okay, so Kathleen, the card I've got here is mirror. Oh my goodness, I swear Spirit is all over me tonight. So I've just told you about mirroring each other. Kathleen, an energy surrounds you. It's not yours to absorb. Reflect the energy. Okay, so here's the mirror card. How funny is this? Here's the mirror card, okay? And Kathleen, what this is talking about is that You're very much an empath, okay? And what happens when you're an empath is you absorb everybody else's information and absorb everybody else's energy. And, you know, you might be feeling down and out. You might be feeling sad. You might be feeling happy. You might be feeling anxiety. You might be feeling so many emotions. And sometimes as an empath, we have to remember that they're not necessarily our emotions. They're not ours to take on. We like to take them on, but they're not always ours to take on. And I just want to say to you that Spirit's showing me at the moment that you know, you are a little bit weighed down with energy, okay? And that is a lot of other people's energy, okay? The shoulders are quite depressed. That can be causing a physical pain coming across your shoulders. You need to speak up more, sweetheart, okay? Because Spirit's asking me to talk about your throat, okay? So I don't know whether you've had a throat problem recently, tonsillitis or something to do with the throat, but I'm being drawn to this area here. And Spirit's saying, you know, don't noose yourself, okay? Let yourself breathe, because, you know, you're just trying to be there for everybody else. And it's like I say to you all the time, what happens when the flight attendant stands up there and they, you know, they're talking about everything, and what do they say? Put your mask on first. Okay, well, in this particular case, Kathleen, you've got your mask on everybody else and you're out of breath. And so Spirit's just saying, bring it back to you. Let people own their own shit for a little while and take a breather. It's not going to hurt you, okay? I'm also being told to talk about your back as well, okay? Talk about your back as well. So I don't know what's with your back or your spine. There's a little bit of alignment going on there. But I have to acknowledge that too. You've just got out of hospital. Oh, that's not good. Okay, sending you lots of love and healing. And please, you know, take it easy and just rest up. Okay, just rest up. Jason Whitling, I will make an arrangement to see you in the next week or so. Lots of love and give my love to that beautiful girl of yours and your kids. All right, there you go. Who wants a crystal reading? Who wants a crystal reading? Let's have a look here. All right. I'm going to go. Jules. Okay. Hey, Julie. There you go. Let me have a look here, Jules. Let me see what I need to talk about for you. It's really funny. Angelite, Julie, is what I'm being asked to bring forward for you. Angelite, okay. Now, for me, Angelite is it's. I used to see it a lot years ago, but I don't see Angelite much anymore. You know, it's the bluer crystals are sort of like not as around as they used to be. For years and years, the blue lace agate was the one everybody was chasing. And you know, we couldn't find that, and there was heaps of angelite around, but now I don't think I've seen angelite for a long time. Does that make sense? Has anybody seen angelite for a while? I haven't. Anyway, I used to have heaps of it, but it's also called blue anhydrite as well, and it's you know, it's a beautiful stone which comes from Peru. A lot of beautiful stones come from Peru, which is you know, I just guess just the beautiful energy of the Amazons, but the beautiful energy of that region. You know, you've got the Peruvian opal, which is absolutely stunning as well. That's right, Jules, you do have the angelite skull. How funny is that? All right, so obviously you need to pull it out, okay? So it is thought to improve your spiritual and spirituality awareness, okay? It is a very calming and soothing stone that also promotes you know, communication as well. Being, you know, the throat being the blue, of course, it also you know, works with that, but it is also really good for fear, anger and anxiety. Jules, I don't think this is, you can get any better at that, okay? I think you need to be working with this skull at the moment. Being a skull and being made out of angelite, I am being told to talk about this, okay? So you know, I think that anxiety is a big one on your list at the moment, okay? Your psychic abilities are always on point, okay? You never miss a beat. You're always on point. You know, your mediumship is absolutely incredible. And but I just see at the moment that just a little bit of anxiety and stress going on, and this little scully fellow is going to actually help you out. So maybe pull him out of your workstation and just have him around near the bed or something like that, because I do see you benefiting from not only the skull and the consciousness that comes with it, but also the energy of the angelite crystal. So I'm going to leave that with you, my love, and I hope that makes sense. Okay, Jennifer, where you at? You've got angelite pendants. I used to have it. Like I said, well, Julie's got my old, I'm not going to say old, but I sold my angelite skull to Julie because I just wasn't using that. Hey, Jennifer, how you going? All right, so I'm going to read for you, okay? Where is everybody tonight? Usually have so many more people on. Are you all asleep, or am I just boring the daylights out of you? That's okay. You're here waiting. Okay, let's have a look here. Bow and arrow. Look at this card. How beautiful is this? 3 and 3 is a 6. Okay. You are right where you need to be. Your direction is clear and you're on target. Okay. That's what's happening here. Now, one thing that I always say with the arrow is that it takes a lot of force to pull the arrow back. But once you let it go, you can't retrieve it. It's like it's gone. Okay. And an arrow never goes backwards. It only goes forward, and it takes a lot of strength to pull it back and let it go. Okay, so this particular card is just showing that you're just right where you need to be. Okay, you might you're just right where you need to be. And the thing that I love about this, it's almost like Cupid's arrow. Okay, it's got a heart on the end of it here. And I want to say to you that the path ahead is laced with love. That's what they're talking about. The path ahead is laced with love. And you really are on path. Okay, it's taken a little while to sort of like get you on path, but what Spirit's showing me is that you're working from the right place now. Okay, you're working from the right place now. As we journey through life and we get older and learn our lessons, we kind of change our perspective a little bit. We change the way we deal with people, we change the way we see life, and we apply our lessons. Okay, and Jen, what I'm actually seeing here now is that you've opened up that beautiful heart space, that beautiful energy, that source energy, and now you're ready to not only give but receive from that perfect source energy. Lots of source I'm talking about, but I guess there's no other way to put it. You're on the right path, coming from the right place, and I just see that Spirit's acknowledging that, if that makes sense. So I hope that makes sense for you. I think it's an affirmation and a confirmation for you. And I just want to place that forward. I also have to talk about the Gemini in your life as well, Jen. I'm being told the Gemini is going to push you forward, okay? Gemini is going to push you forward. So I can see some beautiful energy behind you. And I know that, you're going to be doing great things. And one thing I am being told, though, is whatever you're planning, okay, put everything in get everything for the ready, if that makes sense. Get everything for the ready and get ready to launch in the new year. That's what I'm being told. I can only pass the messages across, but that's what they're saying. Now, why I remember it, I have a little scully here for sale. I'm going to show it to you. Look at this. Okay. This little guy is quartz with black tourmaline. Look at that. So cute. Love it. It's A-grade quartz. I'll see if I can put it under something so you can see it a bit. Let me see here. Right. There you go. Look at that. Boop. Let me see him. Shit, nearly dropped him. There you go. Okay, look at that. Absolutely stunning crystal skull. Now, I don't know if oh, it looks like he's got eyes. How cute. There you go. That's a bit better. Gosh, it's the worst display. But anyway, I do have this little guy for sale at the moment. He is expensive, not only because of the quality of the crystal, but the rarity of it. Okay, so he is tourmaline in quartz, and he's $120. Okay, but you won't find one like this very, very often. I've had him in my collection for a long time, but he wants to go to somebody else. And you know, it is beautiful, A-grade quartz. You know, you just, I don't know if I can show it without it looking weird, but there you go. It's absolutely stunning. Looks like he's like glowing. But anyway, there you go. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So I do have that available at the moment. It's just sitting on my desk waiting for somebody to go, hey, I want to go home. All right, where am I at now? Let me see. I haven't dropped the cards yet. Are you proud of me, Doodle? Oh, I'm shuffling them upside down, though. Okay, let me just have a look here. Francis. Pull one for you quickly. And then I've got Gay, okay? Gay, okay? Are you okay? Oh, you are there. All right, let me have a look here. Francis. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Okay, this one here. Francis. Snake. All right. I love snakes. I would so have a snake if Beck would let me. Shed your skin, prepare to heal and transform. You're always evolving. Love snakes, okay? So snakes are about shedding your skin, essentially. Okay? Snakes are about shedding your skin. And when you think about it, the snake rubs itself up and down on things near and around it to try and get that skin off, okay? And it's really funny because when you think about life and you think about our journey, we have this philosophy that people rub us off the wrong way or rub us up the wrong way. Is that how it goes? Something like that. Rub us up the wrong way, I think it is. And if you think about it, it's actually a great thing because what they're actually doing is helping us shed that old skin. And so when people like get us going and get us all wound up, it puts that fire in our belly. Now, sometimes it's you know, we use that fire as a negative thing, but if we actually turn it around, there's a really big look, I know there's a difference between pleasure and pain and anger and frustration and all that sort of stuff, but the line is actually really thin between the positive and the negative side, passion and anger. Okay, so if you thinking that somebody's rubbing you up the wrong way, turn it around and say, be grateful and say, hey, I know you're showing me things in my life that I need to see. Thanks so much for scratching that bit of, you know, crappy skin off, because now I'm going to transform and I'm going to be better than I was before. I'm going to get that bit of skin off. It's like an exfoliation, you know, the people actually help us shed our skin. And so we should be grateful essentially for them. And Francis, this is just something that I'm being asked to remind you of, that, you know, I know that you've had some hurdles lately. Spirit's telling me, and I also know that you've had some challenges lately. I'm also being told to talk about some health challenges lately, and what Spirit's just wanting you to know is that it's okay. All right, because that dirty skin, that old skin that you've outgrown, is slowly peeling away, and then what's actually going to happen is that you're going to have this beautiful, nice, shiny skin. You know, your scales are going to be beautiful. You're going to be bigger and better than ever before, and you know, it's that whole transformation, that transmutation going on. So whatever conflict you're seeing in your life, look at it as a positive thing for growth, not as a negative thing for stopping you in your steps, if that makes sense. So that's a message from Spirit. It's being passed across tonight. I hope that makes sense to you. All right. Hi, Gay. Did I read for you? I totally had a brain fart. Wendy, how are you, Wendy? Who's got kids going back to school? Half my viewers. Oh, I spoke too soon. Half my viewers must have kids going back to school because half you're missing. I feel lonely and abandoned. All right, Gay, let's go. Oh my goodness. The Maine Coon's banging on the door. Hang on a minute. Yes? What? What happened? Seriously, it's the only cat that knocks to come in. School tomorrow. Do you know what I might do, guys? I might actually... Oh, I just shuffled them wrong. If I get the chance to, I might actually go back to doing a Wednesday banter as well. You know, just because I know that sometimes it's not people don't have the opportunity on a Sunday night. So I might just pop that in the little thought bucket and see where we go with that. But anyway, Gay, these cards are for you. Let's see what Spirit comes up with. Ari's trying to wake the turtle up, but she doesn't realize he's in the fish tank. All right, let's have a look. Holy moly. This is a busy one. 44. 4 and 4 is 8. Wow, I have to show you these cards again. You had the pony banging at the kitchen door. Oh, look at this. I want a pony, Francis. I want a gypsy cob. Yeah. Okay, so this is confirmation, Gay. Ask those desired questions. Open your heart and receive the signs from above. Okay, what I'm being guided to tell you is that Spirit is walking with you, Gay. And it's like you've got your head in the air and you're like, oh, I'm walking through life with blinkers on. And Spirit's going, wake up, wake up, wake up. We're giving you signs. We're giving you symbols, but you're just not putting it all together, okay? Pay attention to your world, all right? Now, I don't know whether I've told you guys this. I'm sure I have, but years ago, over 10 years ago, I was in Mexico City. And I was on a crystal skull tour, actually. And on that tour with us was the most incredible Mayan shaman, Hunbat's man. Now, I don't know if any of you have read any of his books, but he was a beautiful Mayan elder, and he worked with the Mayan calendar very in-depthly and the Popol Vuh and all that sort of information. So Mayan medicine, basically, and the prophecies associated with 2012. And Hunbat's being trained myself in Mayan shamanic practices and Toltec shamanic practices. I was so excited to meet this gentleman, because he was like, oh my goodness, it's Hunbat's, you know, everybody spoke about him, everybody knew him. And he was just this little guy. And I remember the first time I met him, I rocked up to him like I do, and you know, oh, g'day Hunbat's, how you going? I give him a big hug, and everybody was just like, oh my gosh, he just didn't do that. And he thought it was hilarious, because I just treated him like a normal person. I did have an awesome amount of respect for him, but I also treated him like a normal person. And I asked him the question while I was on this tour, what's the definition of being a shaman, or how do you become a shaman? And he didn't answer me. And I kept asking him, how do you become a shaman? You know, like, because I'd already been trained, but I wanted to know what his definition of it was. And he didn't answer me. And then somebody on the tour with us sort of said, look, you know, he may not be answering because you're a woman. And I'm like, duh, that just made me want to ask even more. And so I just ask again, ask again, and ask again. And eventually we were at Teotihuacan. We were at the beautiful temples there, the Pyramid of the Sun, the Pyramid of the Moon. And we were in the car park, and there was just 3 of us, my shamanic master, Hunbat's, and myself. And I said to him, all right, look, you've got to answer my question. What's your definition? How do you become a shaman? And he had this big grin on his face. I'll never forget it. And he said, observe your world and everything that's in it. And I'm like, I've been waiting 10 days for this. Observe your world and everything that's in it. And so that's something that I pass on to everybody. Observe your world and everything that's in it. So Gay, you are receiving the signs and the symbols, just like everybody else is receiving the signs and symbols from the universe. But sometimes we're so caught up in the chitter chatter of life that we actually miss them. Okay, we actually miss them. So Gay, what I want you to do this week is notice the signs and symbols that jump out to you. It could be a stop sign, it could be a rabbit, it could be a rosella, it could be a door closing behind you and scaring the daylights out of you. Whatever it is that grabs your attention, note it down. Even if you've got to write it down in a book, note it down, because it's all messages from Spirit. And sometimes we just get so caught up, we forget to look, and we forget to see, and we forget to receive the beautiful guidance that we are being given from spirit and from creator. So that's a message from you. I hope that makes sense, and I'm sending it across with love. Okay, Jenny. Okay, let me have a look, see what we've got for you. Jenny, you're the last person on my list at the moment. I've got one more reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I've got one more reading available if anyone wants to jump the queue. All right, there we go. Wendy. Hey, Wendy, how you going? All right, Spirit's asking me to read for you, so I'm going to do that. I am trying to keep it even with you guys. I had the pony. Oh, I read that already. Hey. Ari, what are you doing? Wait. Oh my God, this cat. So we've decided to grow her hair back. We cut it because Beck's mum's allergic. So now we've grown her hair back, and she just looks 10 times bigger than she was before. Ah, you've had a kookaburra laughing at you? Kookaburra is incredible because they force you to look at yourself, and kookaburras hold that beautiful ancestral messages as well. So it's like that deep-seated messages from the womb. Really beautiful. So yeah, that's a nice message. So you need to look at more of those, if that makes sense. You've started doing your healing work. Good. Any signs for me tonight? Please, I really need something. Lisa, I will get to you in a second. Just let me read for Jenny, and yeah, we'll get onto that for you. We've still got a little bit of time. We've got half an hour, guys. So if there's anybody out there that you want to share or bring in for tonight's readings, I do have one more paid place available if anybody wants that. The messages I've got here, Wendy, is a spiritual awakening. Look at that. I love these cards. Your higher vibrations rise from within. Your spiritual path is calling you. Okay. That doesn't surprise me, Wendy. You've got so much green in your auric field. You're a natural healer, but you don't want to listen to it sometimes. But it is going to get louder and louder and louder until you start to actually listen. Spirit's putting you on a healing path, okay? Spirit is putting you on a healing path. And there is a lot of transition going on as well, okay? What else am I being shown here? There's something too. All right, Wendy, what I'm being guided to say to you, I'm just having a bit of a chuckle to myself because, you know, as I'm telling you guys to look out for signs and symbols, Spirit's like, here, have a snail, okay? Now, snail medicine for me is about realizing that home isn't bricks and mortar. Home is where your heart is, okay? They used to say home is where your heart is, but home is actually where you feel as if your heart is. And it can be a place, it can be a person, you know, it can be anything if that makes sense. And it's just like where you feel settled at mostly. And I am being guided to just, you know, bring that forward to you, Wendy. You are going to be healing. There's a lot more coming up for you, okay? But I also want you to work a little bit more on your protection, okay? So maybe some quartz, maybe some quartz with some tourmaline or black obsidian is my favorite. Somebody today showed me a piece of jet. I love black jet too. It's an old one from the Victorian era. So a lot of their jewelry had black jet in it, which is really nice. And black onyx as well. Beautiful stones that were used during the Victorian period. Anyway, I hope that makes sense for you, Wendy. Sending lots of love, and yeah, I can't wait to see that journey unfold for you. Jenny, all right, here we go. Gay, I can see you there. Just bear with me. And is it Gia the model, or Gay the model? Is it? I can see you there. All right, Jenny, this one's for you. Okay, I know you've paid. If anybody wants the last paid reading, jump on. My BSB and account number's up there. And yeah, we'll put that through. All right, let's have a look. Just bear with me. All right. Now, guys, for those of you that paid, can you send me your receipts, please? Because it's not showing up. All right. I've got Tara's. I've got Jess. Jess Fearon. And I've got, who else have I got? Mrs. Pugh. Okay, is that you, Kathleen? So guys, can you please, for those of you that haven't, I haven't got it showing up on my account, so I need to be able to see that, please. So I've only got like 3 that are showing in my account. So 3 out of 10. There's 7 out there. Okay, so I need to see those. I need to see one from Emma. I can't see yours there. So for those of you that I have done a reading for, can you please send your receipts in, either via messenger or via email, just so I can blend it in with my my accountant, if that makes sense. Hey, San Diego. Oh, just screenshot it, Jen, and just send it through messenger. That'll be fine. I'll pick it up there. Okay. I'll pick it up there. Anyway, Jenny, what have I got here for you? Oh, look, sunflower. Okay, I have pulled this down. Let me just get this off here. All right. So the last paid reading I've got here is for Jenny, the sunflower. Enrich your life with joy, happiness, and longevity. Okay. Now, what I'm being shown here, what I'm being told to tell you is that too much looking down. Okay, you need to put your head up to the face, put your head up to the sun, if that makes sense. A sunflower, funny enough, will always follow the sun. So depending on where the sun is actually sitting, a sunflower will actually turn their face to the sun. Okay. And the sun is grandfather's sun. It's that beautiful masculine strength energy. It's what we grow from and get our strength from. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing coming in for you. Okay. Now in this card, I'll show it to you again. There's that beautiful purple center. Okay. Spirit energy through and through. There's a big, a big, what do you call it, awakening coming up for you, Jenny. And I think it's a long time coming. I think there's a lot of fear that you've had to overcome to step out. But I do see, lots of evolutionary steps coming forward for you. Okay, lots of passion coming there. And as I spoke about a little bit earlier, there's a fine line between the passion and the fear, or the passion and the anger, the passion and the fear. And I just see you really pushing forward that. What I'm also being shown to is, and the only way I can describe it is holes are being mended. Okay, holes are being mended. And when I say this, I'm being shown the auric field. Okay, and I know that in the past there's been a lot of sickness near and around you, and I also know that mental health has been near and around you as well. And when we put ourselves in that energy, what actually happens is that it creates holes in our own auric field, and it creates holes in our own energy field, if that makes sense. There's an old saying, if you lay down with dogs, you're going to get fleas. And so what I like to say to people is that, whatever you want to become, surround yourself with those type of people. Because when you surround yourself, if you want to be rich, surround yourself with rich people. Fake it till you make it, because eventually what's going to happen is the energy is going to assimilate and you're going to be rich financially or, energetically, whichever way you see it. So what I'm actually seeing for you in this card is that there's a whole transformation coming on. And I want you to put yourself in that beautiful energy, because what's actually happening is spirit stitching that auric field back up and giving back to you what you've given out to everybody else, if that makes sense. So, over time is what they're telling me. Over time, bridges will mend, but for the moment, just walk on by yourself. Okay, it's almost like what they're showing me is like the El Camino trail. Sometimes you just got to take that journey, that pilgrimage yourself. You got to find yourself, and you've got to sort of like just discover who you are and what you're about. And Spirit's saying, we're with you, we're mending you along the way, mending your heart, mending your soul, mending your mind. And we're just picking you up and going to dry you off and send you on your way, if that makes sense. So it's almost like, you know, you've had that really big emotional shock, and now they're just going to dry you off and put you down, ground you, and then support you on this beautiful journey that they're putting you on. So I can't wait to actually see this one unfold for you, Jenny. Lots of love, and I'm sending that across from Spirit. $10 for a reading, Jennifer Brown. $10. All right. How is that, guys? How's everyone feeling about it? All right. Now, I have had a beautiful donation come through as well for somebody. Okay, so one of our viewers is so generous and kind that she's actually donated a reading for somebody, and who I wanted to actually donate that one to Jules. Okay, so she's from San Diego. Beautiful energy, and I don't know if my viewer wants to be noted, but anyway, I won't for the moment unless I get the A-OK. But I am going to gift this reading from my viewer to Jules in San Diego. So Jules, I hope that's okay. Let's have a look and we'll see what we've got for you. So Jules, somebody's donated this reading for you, okay? And guys, you can do that if you want to. If you don't need the reading for yourself, but you want to donate it for somebody that isn't needing one, then you can do that too. Okay, you can do that too. But yeah, if you do pay, just flick me through the receipt so that my accountant can actually join it all up. Because I do match it up in the bank accounts, and I do have a list of who's actually had a reading today as well. So that's really cool. Hi, Bugs. Do you want to say hi to everyone? Not yet. Come here. Oh my God. She's been a bit distant today. All right, let's have a look and we'll see what Spirit wants you to know. Oh, look at this. It's the wolf card. Now, whenever I see the wolf, it's teaching or learning. Okay, let's see what this card says. Look at the connections that surround you. Use your voice. It's time to speak up. Communication is the key. Okay, so they've deciphered this one as a communication card. And the reason why they're rainbow, guys, is because they're based on the chakras as well. Okay, so these cards are bringing balance. Okay, because we've got all of that, all of those chakra colors. And so they are bringing it into balance. And whenever I see the chakra split like that, you know, I have to remind myself that it all comes back to one source. So it might be pure white, but when it's dissected and refracted, it brings out that beautiful rainbow. So we're source, we're beautiful, one perfect energy, but it's almost like when we're spread into our chakra colors, we get the rainbow. So we're little rainbows, essentially. Anyway, wolf to me is about teaching and learning. It's about lessons, okay? And what I am being shown here is that look at the connections that surround you. And Jules, this is about opportunities and the people that you connected with, okay? I do see you very well connected, but I also want to say to you, you shy away from help. You like to be your own a little bit loner, if that makes sense. You're not really one to actually ask for help. You like to stand on your own 2 feet. And Spirit's just saying maybe there's a lesson in that. Maybe it's time you actually do ask for support near and around you when you need it, okay? Use your voice. Now, I do see something going on with the throat there, so I don't know whether somebody near and around you has actually had a thyroid issue, but I'm being shown, point to the throat back, okay? So I'm being guided to say that, point to the throat, and communication is the key, so speak up. Lovely. Speak up and actually voice what you need, okay? Don't shy away from help, you know, and that's one thing that I never understand. There are so many people out there that are so independent, and look, I know that's where sort of like people have been disappointed by, you know, people saying they're going to do stuff and then they don't do stuff. However, you know, if you need help, it doesn't hurt to ask for help, okay? You've always got yourself to rely back on, but sometimes it's easier in numbers. I'm just being reminded to pass that across to you. There you go. Look, you're acknowledging that thyroid issue. Okay, so that's, you know, that comes back to speaking out. Speak about your pain. Speak about your journey. Speak about what you need right at this moment. You are going to be supported by Spirit, okay? So just remember, they've got your back always. Move forward. And you know, I think that's a beautiful message that's not only come from spirit, but has also been, you know, come from one of my beautiful viewers who sends that message across with love. You know, she's such a kind, generous person. She's very dear to my heart and my soul. And you know, absolutely beautiful that she's gifted that to you today. So she knows that people need things, and you know, she's donated that, which is lovely. All right, so let's have a look, see what we got now. Any bit of guidance. Just reading a message, just bear with me. Okay, guys, I still don't have a lot of those readings turning up in my account. So please send through your, you know, send through your receipts. You know, it's oh, there's a butterfly with wings. Look at that. How beautiful are these? All right, now let me have a look here. I tell you who I've got the money from, okay? You know it's not always about money, but I've got Jennifer Browns, Mrs. Pugh, Jess Ferrin, the anonymous donor, and Tara Steele. That's who I've got. All right. So for the rest of you, I don't have your payments in my account. So yeah, I would like to see those. Rebecca, I don't have yours. Emma, I don't have yours. Jess, Kathleen, Jennifer, Gay. I don't know where those payments are. Anyway, if you can just confirm those, that'd be awesome. Lisa Lou. Okay, let's go here. Lisa, any signs for you? Oh, Lisa, I see you judging yourself. Okay, he loves me not. He loves me not. I'm seeing the daisy flower. Okay, and what I actually want to say to you is that, you know, I'm seeing you sort of like questioning loyalty a little bit. All right, now I see you questioning loyalty, and I just want to say to you, don't let people near and around you shake your boots. Okay, that's the only way I can say it. Don't let people near and around you shake your boots. Stand in your power. All right, I'm really being drawn, funny enough, carnelian. All right, so I don't know if you have a piece of carnelian that you can actually pop on, and I just want to say to you, you know, really go to that sacral area. Embrace that sacral area. It's the womb area. It's our femininity. It's taking back our power. And I just want to say to you, like, bring it back to you and actually step into that and trust that, you know, spirit loves you. That's all you need to know. Spirit loves you, and you need to love yourself first. Okay, when we're talking about relationships and questioning relationships, a relationship should be an extension of who you already are. A relationship does not complete you. All right, now for so many of us, me included, we for many years have looked for that love and look for that guidance and look for that support in other people. And you know, wake up, guys, it doesn't work that way. We have to love ourselves first. Then we're born into the age old, you know, the age old discovery that like attracts like. You know, the power of, you know, suggestion, I guess. Have any of you read The Secret? Okay, it talks about that. It's an incredible book or an incredible video to actually watch that talks about the power of attracting like and like. All right, so what we put out there is what we receive. Okay, the secret is the abundance lays within us. So what we put out there is what we receive. Okay, so that's what I'm being guided for you. Okay, I can see you questioning things. I can see you questioning loyalties. I can see you questioning all of these things. But just remember, the only thing you have to understand is that spirit loves you, or God loves you, or, you know, whatever. Everything else in life, you know, is just an accent. Okay, it's almost like that splash of extra color that adds vibrance to our lives. But when we can actually realize that, you know, self-love is the most important love, and everything else sort of like adds on to that as an extension. It's like an app, and then you get an upgrade and an extension, and you know, things like that. That's what I'm just being reminded, Lisa, for you, is that I can see you putting the flowers and questioning loyalty and love and everything like that on your journey. But Spirit's just saying, hey, I love you and you need to love you too. Everything else, it'll just fall into place. I hope that makes sense for you. Yaslin, do you see us moving, and will it be close to one sister in particular? Yaslin, I've got a no on that one, okay? I've got a no. And the message I'm receiving is things will change, okay? Things will change. I don't know what's going on near and around your work, but I do want to say to you that there's a work influence that will be the decider on where you actually move to, okay? So at the moment, the answer I'm getting from Spirit is a no on that one. And, you know, whatever your intention is, I think at the last minute will actually change. And it's revolving around a work situation is what I'm being guided to say. So I hope that makes sense. What's this one? My dear friend and her wife have had IVF. Do you see any good news for them? You can see the cat. Ari, say hi. Maine Coon in the background. Look, I want to say yes. Okay, Teresa, I want to say yes. But there may be multiple times that they have to go through. Now, I don't know whether this is their first or second time, but what Spirit's telling me is to be patient. Okay, yes, but to be patient. Okay, that's the message I'm being gifted. Will my live healing sessions be a success? Gabe, was it you that said earlier that I've already answered questions for you. Oh my goodness. Yes, but it will take time, Gabe. Oh, it's the fourth time. All right, yeah. Okay, because I don't see Teresa, I don't see it being the first time. Okay, but I am being given a yes. But it's not going to be the first time. So if this is the fourth time, then hopefully this is the last one. Where did I see that other one? Fly to Queensland, Lindy. Fly to Queensland is what I'm being given. Too much drama in driving is what they're giving me. Now, remember, guys, when I give you guidance from Spirit, you are in charge of your life, and how you choose to take that message is totally up to you. All I can do is pass it across and give that message through. All right, guys, I've got 10 minutes. So I'm going to do a couple messages, and then we'll see if we can answer some questions direct. Melanie, how can I help you? You're asking for some guidance, okay? So I'm going to pop you up there till you get back to me. Julie Rogers, okay, the guidance from Spirit that I'm getting for you is to trust, okay? To trust. I see you putting things out there into the universe, but then you don't trust when things come back. And so Spirit's just saying, just trust. Trust that things are going to work out. Trust in the outcome. When you put something out there and you're manifesting, trust that it's going to work. See it as already done. Believe beyond reasonable doubt. I'm going back to the Ash Bartley story. Once upon a time, there was a little girl with a tennis racket that had a dream. Yesterday, she won Wimbledon. That proves that if you work at it and you believe in it, you can achieve it. And so that's something that I'm just being reminded. Hello, you. What are you doing? Do you want to say hi to everybody, or are you going to try and drink out of the fish tank? She's going to try and drink out of the fish tank instead. Rat bag. Okay, let me have a look. Melanie, where are you at? Julie. I'm waiting for Melanie. I don't know if she's there, but I'm just going to keep reading. So I'm going to pop Melanie up there for now because I'm guided to read for her. I don't know where she popped off to. Who wants their crystal for the week? Does anybody? Let's go. Yeah, she hung in there. Do you know what, though? I have to be honest with you. I was more excited about seeing Martina. I think she is phenomenal. I have had a crush on Martina since I was a little kid. And I remember years ago going to Prague, just because she was from Prague. And I remember going into the McDonald's in Prague, and no joke, there was this 5-foot picture of Martina on the wall. I just about peed myself. I think she's probably, the best female tennis player. And, I think of her day, and I don't know how she'd go now up against these guys. But I was looking at it last night on the Wimbledon honors roll, I guess, of people who've won it, and it was just like Navratilova. She's amazing, and so yeah, I was a bit excited to see Martina sitting there behind, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. But yeah, it's always nice, and it was really, I guess it was really weird to see Billie Jean King there with her as well, and I'm like, oh my God, they're old now, and you think back as a kid watching these two tennis greats smash it out on center court, and suddenly there's these young ones coming up, and there's these two beautiful old souls, or older souls, and yeah, it's just like, shit, they're getting old, and then you got to go, oh my God, how old am I? Anyhow, moving along, I was excited to see Martina too. Oh, where am I going at? Oh, there you go, Melanie, you've popped it up there. Just not sure if I'm doing the right thing with using my intuition. Okay. Oh, there you are. Hey, thanks, Jennifer. Thanks so much. Melanie, you're talking about your intuition, okay? And what I'm being guided to say to you is that believe, okay? Believe, all right? Trust in your intuition. Trust is coming from the right place, okay? If in doubt, don't, all right? If in doubt, don't. But I am being told that the more you step away from it, the louder it's going to become. And that does happen for a lot of people that work with spirit, either as mediums or as psychics. Everybody has the ability to develop their psychic ability. It's like muscle memory. The more you use it, the more it becomes defined, and the stronger it becomes. If you think of it like that, like going to the gym and building up your muscles, that's essentially what psychic development is, and anybody has the ability to do that. Melanie, you're sitting there talking about, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing with using my intuition. Well, how are you using that intuition is the question that I have. How are you using it? Is it for the greater good of yourself? Is it for the greater good of others? If it's come from unconditional love with pure intention and you're doing the best that you can, then the answer to that is, of course, you're doing the right thing. Okay, of course you're doing the right thing. So just hold on to that. Hold on to that knowledge, and ask yourself at every given time, is this the best that I can do? Am I coming from a wise mind? And if the answer to that is yes, then of course you're doing the right thing. Okay. Right. Hope that makes sense. Guys, I have had such a pleasure reading for you tonight. I know it's been a little bit slower because I think we've lost half the people to sport, half the people to getting their kids ready for school tomorrow. But I do thank you, each and every one of you who have been able to make it tonight. It's always a pleasure to be able to read and give a little bit of guidance. I hope that it's made sense to you, for those of you that have actually received a reading. Going back over the beginning of our Banter show, what I wanted to talk to you about, remember, is just to be aware of our connections to other people. Be aware of things that are left unsaid. If you love somebody, tell them, because you never ever know when the numbers are up. Okay, and there's nothing worse than, as a medium, having somebody come to you and go, I wish I had said this, I should have said that. And that's one of the reasons why I became a death doula, to try and sort that stuff out before it's too late. And so mend the bridges when you can. If not, then make peace with it. Okay, but don't let people go over, or don't yourself go over, or live with the grief of of believing that there's something left undone. Really try and push that balance, and try and push that I guess that ease, so that when people are gone from our lives, then we're not left with unfinished business on either end. It's hard for me sometimes listening to spirit come forward, because and when I mean spirit coming forward. What I'm actually reading is the energy of the soul, the essence of the soul, and they show us, the beautiful, the beautiful energy of the person that they were when they were down here on earth. Okay, and when you're talking about fear and pain and grief and all that sort of stuff, spirit doesn't feel that, because that's all human stuff. Okay, that's all human stuff. They don't feel that. They go back to the beautiful energy and pure unconditional love of spirit. The human side has the ego attachment, and they come to us and do they know I love them? Do they know I care? Do they love me? Of course they do. It's unconditional love. The soul is unconditional love. What's Wendy saying? It really is a guilt mind that's left behind if you don't speak perfectly on point there, Wendy. Heal your hearts, guys. If you need to speak up, speak up. Don't hold on to the anger and fear and frustration for the majority of your life. It stops you moving forward. This life is a journey. Okay, this life is a journey, and it doesn't have to be painful. Okay, it doesn't have to be painful. Sometimes it takes 30, 40, 50 years to realize that you can change your ways, and it's never ever too late to start. So I'm going to leave that message there. I'm going to send lots of love to each and every one of you. I do hope that you'll all join me next week, same time, 8 o'clock. Oh, bless Lisa, you can't go to his funeral. It's COVID. It's horrible. I know that he would know that you're there. Okay, I know that he would know that you're there. And just remember, Lisa, when your kids go to school or your partner goes to work, it doesn't make you love them any less because they're not right in front of you. Okay, so just remember that. Just because your loved ones aren't in front of you, it doesn't mean they don't know that you love them. All right, they know that you love them. When your kids go to school, they know that you love them because they know that you're there. And that's how our loved ones feel about us in spirit, and also our loved ones here as well. Just because we can't see them doesn't mean that they don't know that love's not there and that support's not there. Sometimes distance is, just distance. But if we look at things from a different perspective, love is boundless. Love has no boundaries. It's only us that keep it in that box, if that makes sense. Can I ask when we get readings if we don't get them tonight? Jennifer Brown, did you pay? Did you? Let me have a look. Just bear with me. Okay, I'm just having a look, Jen. Oh, yeah, I see. All right, I can do that for you now. Everything's a bit slow tonight. It's a bit all over the place, so I do apologize. It's a bit crazy. Right, let me just have a look, Jen. Let me see. Just before I go, have I missed anybody else that's paid? I hope not. It's just taken a while for some of those payments to come through to my bank account. What I might do next week, guys, is if you want a reading and you're going to jump on, just flick me a message, a receipt to say that you've paid, and we'll do it beforehand if we can. If you definitely want a reading, then just whack up the $10, show me the receipt, and I'll have that on my list before I actually start. But I'll put a post up for next week anyway. If there's anything, guys, that you can suggest on how to make this show better, if there's anything that you would like to see me do in other ways that I can support you, please feel free to just drop me an email. If there's something you don't like, drop me an email. I'm not adverse to constructive criticism. I've developed this show to reach each and every one of you, to try and help out as much as I possibly can. And I'm always open to hearing new ideas, new concepts, and listening to everybody. Give everybody a chance to have a say, if that makes sense. So just be aware of that, guys. Look at you, down to 12. That's time for me to get off. But I'm going to do this reading for Jennifer because it's really, really important. Jennifer, I'm being shown. I don't know whether you have a child in spirit, but I'm being shown a young boy that's quickly coming in. And I know this person's been near and around you, and I have to say it's a kid. So I don't know whether you've had a miscarriage or you've chosen to move on from being a mother at a particular time. But I've got somebody that's coming forward talking about being mum. Can you place that? Okay, it's a boy child, a son. very quickly that's coming in. I'm also being shown palmistry, okay? Very visual on this reading for you, Jennifer. I'm being shown palmistry, and I'm being shown the love line. I'm being shown the destiny line, all of those things on a palmistry that shows you your journey, your life journey, if that makes sense. And what I'm being guided to say to you is that, your palm actually changes, believe it or not. Your palm lines don't actually change, stay the same your entire life. Fingerprints do, but your palms actually, change, and your lines can change as well and evolve essentially. And so, what direction you may have thought you're on may not be where you are now. You're just acknowledging that you can't place a child in spirit. Not quite sure how that places, but I do have a young child that's coming in. He is presenting about the age of 4. It's a male child, okay? I'm being given the name Daniel as well. So maybe it's a friend of yours that had a child, lost a child. This child is coming forward around the age of 4 is what they're presenting. And I'm being given the name Daniel. So just hold on to that. Because he is presenting and showing near and around, okay? Funny enough, I've also got a memory coming through of, the sprinklers that, I don't know how old you guys are, but when I was a kid, we used to have these sprinklers, these little round sprinklers that you hook up to the hose and you get under it instead of going to the pool. If you can get to the pool, you get under the sprinkler. So I'm being shown this as a memory, okay? I've got a lady that's actually coming forward, and she doesn't appear to be very old, and there's a cancer connection with her as well. She went really early, and I have to put her sort of like around the age of 42, okay? Around the age of 42. And I'm also being given the name Sarah. Jennifer, can you paste this? A lady named Sarah that would have passed in her 40s. And there's nothing with somebody near and around you, unless it's somebody else's, but I know that this person is definitely coming forward. Just let me know if you can place any of that. Because if it's not for you, then it's for somebody else. You can't at the moment. All right. I'm just going to hold that to side. If anybody else is on the banter and they can place any of that information, just let me know, okay? Because this spirit's come forward. She's around about 42. She passed with cancer, and she's showing them memory of jumping around under a sprinkler. Weird, but that's all I can do. Just hold that there. And the name Sarah, of course, okay? So Jennifer, what I'm being shown is boxes being packed up as well. Okay, so being packed up, and I think over your entire life, what you've actually done to deal with things emotionally is to put it in a little box and just file it away. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what Spirit's showing me. You're very strong externally, but kind of like a marshmallow on the inside. You hurt very deeply, and so you have this harder exterior. That doesn't mean, you're heartless, or that you don't have empathy. It just means that you're a harder nut to crack when it comes to emotional things. You prefer to hide things deeper. And there are a lot of little boxes that you've put things in over the years when we're talking about, etheric emotional boxes. Spirit's saying that it's time to unpack some of them and release them, okay? It's time to do some work on yourself. It's time to go within, and it's time to just sort of like, let stuff go. There's a lot of things going on. I'm hearing word traveling as well. Brittany, I'm done for the night. I'm just finishing off this message for Jennifer, but thank you for joining. And so Jennifer, I am just being seen that I also get shown the stop sign. Okay, so I have to say to you that you need to stop and ground yourself, or you need to stop running, stop moving, stop, just stop going 100 miles an hour and actually just center yourself is what I'm being guided to say. Okay. Now I don't know where drugs are coming into it as well, because I'm being shown somebody taking drugs or medication as well. So I don't know whether you can place that or whether somebody near and around you has a problem with drugs. But I have to bring in that also. Spirit's just, bringing in some messages, some signs and symbols, and I know that you will place them when you're meant to. And if you could please just hang on to those names and those details, because I know you're going to come into contact with somebody over the next couple of weeks that's going to need that information and need those messages. Lots of love coming from Spirit. And, when you get a moment and you're feeling safe and secure, maybe unpack some of those emotional boxes and, just deal with what's been filed away, because I do see you feeling a lot better for it, if that makes sense. So does that make sense, Jenny? Does that make sense for you? Does it make sense? I've got love heart eyes, so that's not a negative thing, right? All right, guys, I am going to leave it there. I am sending lots of love to each and every one of you. Yeah, emotional stuff for sure. Gentle with it, Jennifer. Be gentle with it, okay? And that goes for each and every one of you that watched tonight. I am really appreciative of you joining me, spending those 2 hours with me. You know, I know it's a lot to ask some people to give up 2 hours of their time each week to sit with me through the show. And you know, I might be sitting at the driver's you know, the driver's wheel of this bus that goes on every night, but you guys are the support. You hold the energy for everything that comes through. You are the hi Craig. You are the energy that actually holds this ship together, basically. You know, without your guidance, without your energetic support, this could not go on. I'd be sitting here talking to nobody, and what would be the point? So I just want to say thanks, guys. Okay, I'm not going to get all soppy and stuff like that, but I do appreciate you all, you know, jumping on, holding that 2 hours for everybody else, and you know, coming on, enjoying the messages, enjoying the love. And you know, guys, if you see somebody struggling in life, steer them this way on a Sunday, because you know, you never know, a simple word or a simple message can actually help somebody find their way again. So with that, I'm going to say lots of love. I'll see you next week. And yeah, Francis, I can't wait to see you Saturday. It's going to be so cool. If anybody wants to do the paranormal investigation, we still have tickets available through Eventbrite. It's going to be an amazing night. We've got so much, or you know, so much new equipment. Where do you book Nano Goon? Kim, go to Eventbrite, okay? Go to my Facebook page. I'll put up the links again. It's Eventbrite, okay? And you can book there. It's going to be amazing. Like, just to give you an idea, we've spent a good few thousand on equipment, and we've got new cameras, we've got new video cameras, we've got new handheld cameras, we've got temperature gauges, EVPs, EMFs, we've got lasers, we've got absolutely everything happening. And you know, this is only the beginning of the paranormal journey that we're going to take. You know, if anybody knows of anywhere we can get in with the paranormal equipment for an incredible night of fun, let us know, and we'll book the equipment in and get you all on in there. But Francis is kindly donated the place up there, and we will be donating a portion of the funds to them as well, because the Light Horse Museum, you know, they do need the support for a new building. Mary, we might do a live, okay? We're not going to record the whole session, but we might do a quick live, just to let everybody know, you know, just to let people see what's going on. And just to give you a little bit of feel of the energy of what to expect on one of my paranormal investigations. So I can't wait. It's been a while since we've done one. You know, it's awesome to be out there with spirit face to face. And it's always nice for my guys to get an experience of either seeing, feeling, or actually hearing spirit, because they do talk to us. Anyway, I'm going over time. Beck's going to rip me one in a minute if I don't get off. So I'm sending lots of love to you all. Kim, book in. If you have trouble booking in, flick me an email, and I'll send you the details of where to book in. And Kim, just let us know how many of you are coming, just so we have an understanding for Frances as to how much she has to cater for with the supper. Okay, lots of love, everybody. Have an incredible night. If anybody's got any questions that are really, really pressing, just message me. I'll have a look. If I've got the time, I'll get back to you. Otherwise, I'll hold it till next week. Lots of love to you all, and thanks for joining me.